everybody, Happy New Year. I am back. If you saw my last video, this is a couple of minutes later. I just didn't want to make a long, all-encompassing, like 2023, everything I want to do and plan to do and hope to do video. So I'm breaking up into things that I love: my books, crochet, and gardening. So this is the crochet video. This can be super short and sweet, you guys, because I did hardly jack diddly in 2022 as far as crocheting. Since I started back crocheting, give you guys a little history. So my mom was a crocheter. She taught me when I was a little kid. I loved it. I did it for a little bit, lost it, didn't pick it up again until a few years ago as a way to cope with stress and anxiety, to calm myself, and for a creative outlet. Since I started a few years ago, this past year was the year that I've crocheted the least since picking up the hook again. I made two things. I completed two things last year, you guys. Absolutely horrible. This blanket, which is the wolf tooth blanket by Knots Crochet. We crocheted this in, was it October or September, for a stitch and scream, as she calls it on her channel. So basically it's just a stitch along where everyone tunes into her live on Friday and we all watch the same movie and crochet the same pattern, or you can work on whatever you want to work on, but that's the main purpose, is to get together and work on the same project and watch the movie and kind of like chat about it. Super cool. I loved it. This is great. I'm sad because this yarn, Karen Spice Cakes, this is a colorway Ginger Snap. It was a limited edition. I don't use a lot of Karen or like their cakes or whatever, but I know, and I've heard repeatedly, that people love something they'll come out with and it'll be a limited edition, so then it just like goes away and you don't see it again. Sometimes they bring it back the next year, sometimes they don't. You never know what they're gonna do. And I'm really bummed that I did not get more of this and stock up, because I absolutely love it. And if I remember correctly, it's machine washable and dryable, so it's easy care and super snuggly and squishy. And the pattern was great, like super easy repeat, something you can totally do mindlessly while watching TV or whatever. So that was the first thing I completed. No, that wasn't the first, this was the second. The first thing I completed was I finally made a mug rug. Been wanting to do it forever. I believe it's called tapestry crochet. It's definitely not mosaic, but kind of like color work. And I made this little mug rug for my desk at work for October. As you can see, it says Boo. I'm very proud. I wanted to do it for Christmas too, never got around to it. But I'm carrying the wintry vibes, even though I'm in Southern California, through till spring. So that might still happen. If so, I'll definitely show you guys. But yeah, the pattern was by the Loopy Lamb, I believe. I'll link all the information below of both items. It was super easy to follow, and there was no video. Like this one, there was a video and a pattern. Super helpful, but I actually was able to do it just following the written pattern. And this one, there was no video, but there was a written pattern. I did get stuck. This was my second attempt. I made maybe like this far and it was not looking like this, you guys. So I was able to find a video of color work mug rugs on YouTube, and it helped me get through this. But then once I got like the little hang of it, it was off to the races. So yeah, this was super quick. Did this in, if not a day, like half a day, and then a morning. So yeah, super fast. Looking forward to making more things like this. Absolutely loved it. One thing I did do last year, I bought a lot of yarn, you guys. A lot of very nice yarn. Definitely supported the indie dyers last year. If you're familiar with Teal Yarn Crafts, she had a collaboration with Sorella, which is a hand dyer, and I bought quite a few things from their collab together to make a pattern for a shawl that I still haven't made. Only opened the yarn to like squish it and smell it and admire how beautiful it was, so I still have that to make. I'll post it here so you guys can see the name and a pic of the one that I'm pretty sure I'm going with. I also bought Knots Crochet, had a collab with Mace of Skeins, Absolutely love Macy, the owner. Her yarn dyeing is spectacular. Beautiful, beautiful colorways. And so it's right around Halloween, Valentine's Day. For all you spooky people, Halloween, you know what's going on, you know what's up. They had a collab, so I bought a ton of yarn from her to hopefully make a sweater. Haven't done anything with, and the yarn is beautiful, just sitting, so hopefully something will get made this year with the beautiful yarn that I have. And lastly, because I bought a few hanks from Knit Picks, We Crochet, how they're the same company, but a few like really nice hanks from them. But as far as just super indie dyers, the last one that I purchased from was Expression Fiber Arts. She actually had a year-long mystery cowl. It was going to be a blanket, and I guess it was squares like every month that were going to be assembled at the end of the month into one large blanket. And I guess it was based on like a quilt pattern kind of, but I still haven't seen the finished product. So I'm gonna try to complete it this year because I bought yarn through like April, I believe. So I need to buy the other hanks to get the whole year's worth, but hopefully I can work on that a little bit this year and finish up by the time December rolls around this year, end of year. That will be complete. That's the goal. We'll see what happens, but that's the goal. Other unfinished projects that I started last year. The Rivy sweater. I think I am like more than 3/4 of the way done with the first panel. And if I'm not mistaken, that was left over from the previous year, from 2021, and I took it into 2022 and still didn't finish it. Should totally do that now. I have all of the yarn for it. It's the perfect weather. Has a little turtleneck. Super cute. Super cute. Relaxing stitch. Just takes a while to work up, but super cute sweater. Definitely want to try to finish that one this year. Around my birthday, the Make and Do crew released a pattern. There was a kit. I got the kit through Lion Brand where you get all the yarn that you need and the ad-free PDF instructions for the pattern. Got that for a crochet along that was happening around my birthday and started the swatch. Never finished it. Have all the yarn, have the instructions. Hoping to finish that this year as well. The Crochet Crowd, I'll usually try to do their spring crochet along. This year I didn't. I started it maybe like a month or two later, but never finished it. Have the yarn, started the pattern, set it down, haven't picked it up. Need to finish that. And I really don't know what's stopping me, because if there's anybody that I recommend to people that want to learn how to crochet and learn different things, it's definitely the Crochet Crowd. Mikey's tutorials are excellent, super easy to understand for any level, from like super beginner to advanced. Like, I always recommend him. Fantastic, fantastic instructor. I don't know what's stopping me. Also, I've been wanting to make washcloths for a while. Why is it starting to look like a boomerang? I started this by Teal Yarn Crafts, and yeah, I don't know, it probably need blocking, I'm sure would help. I see you. But I never finished it, so hopefully I'll start over with that. The things that I would like to do this year, Alt Knots is doing an annual mystery crochet along for this year, I guess, but it's going to be like a stitch and scream for our stitch and screams, but we'll be making a square every month, and then at the end of the year we'll assemble that into a blanket. Super excited. She just released the first square pattern, the video, the other day, and when I tell you guys it's a huge square, it is like huge. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I liked it back in the day, but I don't know as far as rewatching. So I don't know if I'll be attending that one, but I definitely would like to do the square and work on this project for the duration of this year. Also in January, she has, it's kind of like a temperature blanket or a mood blanket, but it's a mood snood. If you guys have seen the new Wednesday series on Netflix, And if you're into knitting or crocheting, you know how like all the pieces in the show have like taken everybody by storm. The internet, the YouTubes, the TikTok, like all of that. Everybody's obsessed with the different handmade pieces in that. A mood cowl, so a different color for however your mood is for that day. So there's 31 rows. Just like a temperature blanket, you would choose like the temperature, but instead you choose the color of your mood, whatever you decide is gonna match with how you're feeling that day. Haven't decided if I'm gonna do a temperature blanket this year. Kind of really want to do one. I tried to do it a few years ago, like when I first started crocheting again, and I'm so stupid. I was trying to do it for our king size bed, and I chose yarn by Shepias. And if you guys know, you know that that's not the cheapest yarn to use, and it just became like too much and overwhelming, and I gave up. And that's like one of my favorite yarns, like super soft, very nice quality. But word to the wise, if you're doing a temperature blanket, use an affordable option, you guys. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, so stupid. And as far as goals for this month, I'd like to get better at tracking and recording information for my projects. So just like a little notebook or a project journal, something like that. So when I happen to put things down, when I go to pick them up again, everything is just clear and concise, not written on like a little post-it or whatever. Like, I need to have more accurate and easy to understand, just simply laid out information on the project, like the hook size, what row I stopped at, if I made any substitutions or changes in the pattern, just to document everything so it's a little bit easy to understand, because I know some of the things that I listed for you guys that I started and stopped, I don't know, like I'm sure I jotted down something, but hopefully it's with the project and hopefully it's clear to understand, but definitely working to improve that. Also, I would finally like this to be the year of learning Tunisian crochet. I ended up getting a cheap set of hooks for the spring crochet along for the Crochet Crowd, because for the blanket, some of the stitches you need it like the long crochet hooks. So I have little cheapies now. I can finally learn to Tunisian crochet. I've been wanting to learn for like years now. Hopefully this will be the year that I make that happen. I'd like to make more wearables, like more clothes. That's always been a goal, and I hope to like create more like sweaters, cardigans, things like that, like leg warmers. I want to make those. I finally would love to make a pair of crochet socks. I've been wanting to make crochet socks forever. Hopefully that will happen this year. And washcloths, tea towels, and what else? Oh, and like one of the little baskets that people make to like organize stuff. Would definitely love to make one of those just to like store some of my projects or my hooks and my notions, things like that. Make things that I can use and enjoy, that spark joy when I see them, and to help like contain clutter and all of that. That's the goal. That's it for my crochet fiber art goals. Do you guys knit? Do you crochet? Do you do, oh, what's the one that I want to learn? Needlepoint? Needlepoint, I believe it is. Stitch? Cross stitch. Cross stitch, do you guys cross stitch? Anything like that? Make quilts, sew, which is another thing, another goal that I have, to actually start using my dust collector sewing machine. But yeah, that's it, you guys. That's what I didn't do, what I want to do, the plan. Hopefully everything gets set into action. Let me know if you guys have like any crafty hobbies and what your goals are. If you've made a video for it, let me know so I can watch. Another type of video that I really enjoy watching, would love to see. Or if you did everything I made in 2022, would love to see. So obsessed with those. But that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you soon.